All right, time for a 4-on-4 where Mox Emerald will not be the card I'm selecting. Passing to Captain Valentine here, who's going to be the lucky recipient. Gleemox is just so much better that, there's sometimes you have the thought of like, if you open 2 power, you take a non-power card and ship the 2 power and your team still gets one. Well, Gleemox is too much better than Emerald, so I'm going to take Gleemox. Captain Valentine's going to take Emerald. Yo-Yo Ma, haven't really drafted with them before. I don't think it's the actual Yo-Yo Ma, but it'd be cool if it was. Probably takes Urza Saga or Teferi. Those are the 2 best cards. And from then on, who knows? Note there's a Portal and a Narset and a Sheldock here as cards that, go into, Portal, like informs Tinker picks and whatnot. But I think there's a decent chance it could come back. We'll see. Here I've got Skull Clamp and Fractured Identity. It's going to be one of those 2. It's a shame I can't get that Urza Saga to get Skull Clamp. So I do like Skull Clamp. Definitely has some deck building costs. Fractured Identity is pretty tempting though. Gleemox makes casting Fractured Identity pretty easy. It not only accelerates it, it taps for either color of mana. Kind of think I just take Fractured Identity here. Might end up regretting it for sure. Passing Emerald into Skull Clamp, sure. Some elves. All right, let's take Fractured. And let's see how this pans out. I mean, if I had a little bit more information about where I was going, this pick could have been a little easier, but okay. Wow, so now there's Stoneforge that could have got Skull Clamp. There's Thopter Foundry. There's Relic of Sauron. I'm not going to take Grief here. There's Atroxa. I might just take Atroxa. Atroxa is really strong. It's good with like Flash, Sneak, all that kind of stuff. It is castable, especially with Gleemox in your deck. Can be good with Natural Order or Green Sun Zenith, though Green Sun's a little expensive. Note that there's a Thopter Foundry and Stoneforge in the pack for passing. I think Kaldra was also in a previous pack, if I do recall. Also Relic of Sauron, but yeah, I'll go with Atroxa. It's a pretty strong card. I might not end up being able to use it, but there's a lot of ways to use Atroxa, and I feel like it's reasonable to take here. Now there's Palantir, which is kind of nice. I'm not taking Fastbond. Fastbond's a trap. We're done with Fastbond. There's Mystical Tutor and there's Thieving Skydiver. I kind of just want to take Mystical Tutor. Getting Fractured is fine. That's not why I'm taking it, though. It's mostly because if I end up with Atroxa in my deck, Mystical Tutor is probably going to be good. It means I got Flash or some Reanimate stuff, or even Mystical Tutor for Natural Order can be a thing that happens. So I think it's enough stronger than the rest of the stuff, though. Oh, there's the Sword of the Meek. What to take, though? I don't think I want to take Enlightened Tutor. It doesn't look like I'm heading that direction. I could take Eagles of the North. I have a couple white cards already. It's a good fixer. I could just take the Sword of the Meek and hope Thopter wheels. I don't think it's like super likely to, but I don't know. It's not impossible. I feel like I'm not really giving up much. I don't think it's likely this is going to work, but I'm okay taking that risk. Now there's Woodfall Primus. I kind of want to take that because once I have Atroxa Woodfall Primus, well, Flash would already be good, but, Flash becomes really busted. Sneak attack through the breach. And don't care about Triplicate Titan. The other option would be to take Zagoth Triumph, which is nice with Gleemox, but I'm actually going to take the Woodfall here. Oh, look, I could take Nexus. Nexus is pretty good with Atroxa. It's okay with Woodfall. It makes a token copy, so you don't get to persist, but you do get the first ability. The other option would be to take like Tameo or Wrecker or Bankbuster, Urborg. Could be a Tinker Gamer. Now let's take Nexus and see what's up. There's a Ghost Vacuum, Treasure Cruise, Brainstorm, Oust, Bitter Triumph. Wow, there's some good cards in here. I think it's between Bitter Triumph, Brainstorm, and Oust. I mean, I could take Oust just because I could just be like a blue-white artifact stack. Oust is quite strong, and I already have Fractured. All right, I'll do that. Maybe I'll end up regretting it. Okay, Narset and Sheldock and Ballista and Portal wield. Oh, I'm going to take Portal. Portal with Nexus is awesome. Okay. And now, of course, no one's open Tinker based on this, so I'm in the Tinker waiting room. And I think I take Talisman now. I do like Time Warp, but Talisman to accelerate out Fractured and Nexus is pretty good. Okay, let's see if this Thopter came back. It didn't, but Relic of Sauron looks excellent here too. Okay, I've got a good direction. I'm glad with I'm glad I took the Nexus and the Oust. I think that it's going to end up working out kind of nicely here. Urza Saga is already gone, but it feels like Artifacts is somewhat open here. I know I've said that before. And now I'll pass a Canker Bloom and a Cobra, and I'll just take a Mind Stone. I don't think Lion Sash is a card I'm really going to regret not having. Haven't seen, Flash and Tinker are probably still both in the field. Flash might not be, but Tinker I think has a pretty good chance of if no one took the portal. I'll take Fiery Islet now. Pass another green card here. Passed Mox Emerald and a decent amount of green, but I'm not too worried about that. And then, Sakarian Infiltrator. I don't care about passing Utopia Sprawl. Infiltrator's nice because this is definitely a Michel's Workshop deck. Michel's Workshop would be sick. I feel like I never see Workshop when I want an actual Workshop, but you know what? I'm still okay. Going into pack 2, hoping to find one. And last pick, Tameo. Well, when I open Time Walk, that Tameo is going to be really good. When I open Memory Lapse, I mean, I don't care about passing Shieldred. I'm going to do that. I like Mox Diamond, but I feel like just taking Memory Lapse is going to be the best here. Grim Monolith would also be really nice with some of these cards. I just think Memory Lapse is a really strong card. Also, Talisman will come back. Name Sticker actually could be legit here if it comes back. So passing a Shieldred, a Grim Monolith, a Trop, a Mox Diamond. Ooh, there's a Candelabra there too. Okay. If I get Academy or Workshop here, I'm going to be really happy, and I'm probably going to wheel Candelabra. So let's see if we can get hooked up. Hooked up for once here. After opening Gleemox, the best card in the cube, but this is a bummer. I'm just going to take Thoughtseize. It's the best card in this pack. I have a Gleemox. Maybe I can play it. I don't really want to pass it to, I think, what is clearly a black drafter. And then the thing is, the second best card, like, what's the best card for me that wouldn't be Thoughtseize? Like, a Windswept Heath would be fine, but Thoughtseize is just too good to not take. And then here, there's Parallax Wave, Preordain. I'm not taking Fire Covenant. I'm not taking Karn or No More Lies. So it really is Preordain or Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave is a really good card, but I kind of think this deck just wants Preordain. And maybe No More Lies or Karn comes back. There's also a Zerda, but I'm not going to be able to companion Zerda with Nexus and Portal and Atraxa. So not that I'm necessarily playing Atraxa, but I feel like I have a pretty good shot of doing so. And then here, there's Ketria Triome, Fallen Shinobi. I might just take LED. LED just has its moments, and I don't know, I have Tameo already. Tameo Kitten LED is pretty nice. I just don't think Ketria Triome is a card I'm going to miss. Oath of Druids might come back if I cared about that. It could be okay in this deck, but I don't care about Leovold, Shinobi. All right, let's just take the LED here. It's never too late to go into Brain Freeze Breach, right? Let's see if what we get. This pack has been pretty disastrous. Memory Lapse into Thoughtseize into LED is... And then what was the other card I took? Oh, Preordain. Yeah, just nothing really all that good, and mostly just hate drafting almost. And let's see. Here, I think I'll just take Thassa's Oracle. If I find Consultation, it's busted, and I don't care about giving up Prismatic Ending or Kaito, so let's just keep our options open here. Okay, now Memory Jar has some applications for sure, but I might just Borrower. Brazen Borrower is a pretty nice, just interactive card. Don't need Lava Spur Boots. That's good if you have Urza Saga. And I don't think I have many of the combos with Jar, so passing Jar Shieldred, I guess. That is a bit of a risk. Here, there is a Jace Wielder of Mysteries, but I already have the Thassa's Oracle. I don't really need both, I don't think. Because Coalition Relic looks pretty nice. I might be 3 colors. When I get that Mishra's Workshop, it'll be excellent. Also, it just makes Atraxa look pretty castable. So, and just Coalition Relic and Nexus is pretty reasonable too. Oh, here there's a Rafine's Tower. Getting to just play Rafine's Tower and splash Thoughtseize in my blue-white deck seems pretty nice. Jace, Trinket Mage, Stern Scolding. I'm okay giving up on those. Candelabra Wield, so did Blue-White Talisman. I think I'm going to make a hero pick here. Hero pick, he says. I think I might just take Candelabra, because if I get Academy, it's incredible. And if I don't, well, I don't need the third Talisman that much. So I'm going to run it. And then here, I don't think Richer is green based on pack 1. So I think I'm just going to take Bone Shards, because it feels like I did pass some amount of reanimate stuff. No More Lies came back. So did Zerta, but the Grim Monolith's gone. So we're just going to take No More Lies and be pretty happy with it, I think. And the Oath did come back. I don't really want it. I think I'll just take the Fallen Shinobi because it's the best card here. I mean, Delighted Halfling is also very good, but again, I guess I'll hate this now. I just don't think Delighted Halfling is going to be played in that deck, and then I'll still just take the Spring Heart. So maybe Captain Valentine didn't go green. All right. Well, yeah, and I wasn't very close to casting Leovold. There is worlds where Fallen Shinobi makes the deck. Oh, last pick Jace. Okay. So we're on the lookout for Academy, Mishra's Workshop, Demonic Consultation. Like, we got some Flash. We have some pretty good outs here. We have this Mystical Tutor that's not doing all that much right now. But I feel like I've got some good threads. Let's see if we can untangle some of them. Oh, Tolarian Academy. Finally. All right. Well, we're taking Academy here. Hopefully wheeling Chromatic Star. There is Tinker, but I just find Academy to be so busted. Oh, this is tough though, because I have Mystical Tutor for Tinker as well. The thing is, I have just been a little less impressed with Tinker, and I think Academy is just incredible. So I'm just going to take the Academy. It's fine. I'll give up the Tinker for Academy. I just find that Academy doesn't, so much less goes wrong with Tinker. Like if you draw the portal, it just gets so bad. And I don't know. I'm okay taking Academy over Tinker though. That is a tough one. That's a close decision. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, Retrofitter and Urza. Okay. There's also Karakas, Pyrogoyf, and Comet, so a really good pack. But I'm going to take... I kind of want to just take Retrofitter here. I mean, they're both quite good. No, maybe I should just take Urza. Urza's pretty busted. Let's just take Urza. Less needs to go right for Urza to be busted. And here... I like Solitude, but I'm not going to have enough white cards to really make use of it. There's the natural order. We're not doing that, obviously. City of Traders is good. Not really a Spellseeker deck so much. I might just take Path to Exile, and if City of Traders wheels, I'll be pretty happy. And now, oh, I love a Pentide Prism here. Pentide Prism just works really nicely with Urza, casting Atroxa, accelerating to Nexus or Fracture Identity. So we'll take Pentide Prism with Tidebinder, Snapcaster, Talisman, all those things around. All right, can I get a Mishra's Workshop? Oh, there's a Brain Freeze. There's also a Coveted Jewel. Huh. I feel like, and an Ether Spellbomb. I feel like if I just take Brain Freeze, I've got a shot of just pulling off Brain Freeze Breach, which is incredible. And if I don't get there, I'll get one of these artifacts back a decent amount. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some amount of the time. I don't know how often. Oh, there's Through the Breach to go with Woodfall and Troxa, and there's Kappa Cannoneer just to go with artifacts. I do like Kappa Cannoneer. It looks like we're not going to get a Mishra's Workshop here, unfortunately. That is a bummer. Through the Breach, I have Fiery Islet and Gleamox, Pentide Prism. I should just take Through the Breach. It's just really good with both of those cards, and I have a Mystical Tutor. Pack 7, so yeah, we're definitely not getting Mishra's Workshop unless it's in our last Miracle pack. I don't think Jace looks incredible. Demonic Consultation also not getting there. I'm a Consultation or a Breach away from a busted deck, but certainly can't get both and probably will get neither. Do I want Haywire Might in this deck? Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't think Fabled Passage does much. All right. Anything? Unfortunate. This is the pack, because I was also looking for Mishra's Workshop. There's a lot of cards that could have really powered up this deck. Well, I could take Lose Focus. I have a couple counters already. Dark Slick Shores doesn't do too much, but I guess it helps cast Thoughtseize, or I could just take Inquisition. I mean, Inquisition's pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'll take Inquisition. I don't think I want a Paradoxical Outcome here. Chromatic Star came back. I like Saheeli, but I just need more cheap artifacts, and I'm playing lots of colors, so let's just do that. Gemstone Mine also looks kind of nice here. Yeah, nothing wheeled. I didn't think that was going to be the case. All right. So, I mean, we even have some cuts to make here. This Brazen Borrower might get cut. Luris, huh? Luris, no, doesn't really do it. do I want to hate something or just play a Simian Spirit Guide? Not the worst Simian Spirit Guide deck, to be honest, but yeah, all right. I'll take it. Maybe I'll run it, maybe not. Trinket Mage or Tribute Mage gets a 2 mana cost artifact, so it gets one of those. No, I'll just take a Talisman. Ether Spellbomb Wield, so no big loss there. And then I guess Razorbird's a little more likely to see play. Oh, you know, Yavimaya is actually not crazy here. I have Haywire Might. It also makes Academy tap for mana no matter what, and Gemstone Mine tap for mana without losing its counters. So, all right. This is too many cards. Too many cards. Mac, unfortunately, is also blue-white artifacts, so we both just kind of took half the cards. Nacho. Ooh. Nacho with a little Pearl, Sapphire, Soul Ring, Red-White deck. All right. How many artifacts is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this does look like a good Academy deck. I probably don't need this Yavimaya, to be honest. If I had more green cards, I'd be in. Sadly, I think the LED can go. As much as I love shoehorning LED into decks that don't need it. So right now, this is 13 lands, so I probably need to cut like 3 more cards. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just side in Inquisition and Thoughtseize if against decks with like counter magic or something, because I think my mana base isn't really going to support them playing them that early anyway, and then I can end up with like a pretty good blue-white mana base. And I could just cut the Haywire Might as well. And this leaves most of the artifacts, leaves Oust and Path. Let's see. 4. So right now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue plus Gleamok, so 10 blue, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white. Okay. And then I have some talismans as well, and then red I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus talisman, Coalition Relic, Chromatic Star. Okay, I guess I got a plan here. The other option would be to take out Brazen Borrower for something. Kind of sad to have Oracle, Jace, and Brain Freeze LED and Sword of the Meek, but you know, so it goes. I guess if I play Haywire Might, I could play Razorbird's Thicket. Is it possible Haywire Might's better than Brazen Borrower? Oh, I have a Pentad Prism as well, so I kind of have a lot of mana there. No, I like the Brazen Borrower. I find that card to be pretty good. All right, let's do it. All right, time for round 1. No Academy, but this hand is kind of banging. And if I draw an Academy, of course, things go hard. All right. So Captain Valentine of blue-white, huh? Land, Gleamox. Let's go Mind Stone into Candle. And then next turn I can preordain. I figure like see a little more info. It's not like I'm going to cast any of the spells this turn, so I'm fine just doing this. And hopefully this isn't a prismatic ending on my Gleamox. That'd be a little annoying. Jace Vryn's Prodigy, sure. It's not so bad. Should have preordained. Wouldn't have drawn that island. All right, preordain. Plains. Okay, bottom. Path to exile. Well, I'm not going to path Jace. It's just a looter right now, so it's not doing too much. Next turn, I'll probably start cracking Mind Stones and whatnot. Kind of unfortunate that I drew a land and then preordained into a path, and none of those things are particularly good at the moment. But I do have 2 cyclers. I have Fiery Islet and Mind Stone, so could definitely find something. Let's definitely memory lapse the Narset. Draw. I guess I'll crack the Fiery Islet. Another land, okay. Crack Mind Stone. Another land. All right, Chromatic Star. Crack it for white. Ready for another land? Basically, and then I'll path the Jace. Because this way, if Captain Valentine wants to get a basic, yeah, which they do, they don't get to draw a Narset. All right, well, I cycled 3 things into all lands, which I mean, the Academy decks do tend to run a little heavy on mana, but I also have some pretty good bangers to draw here. Seasoned Dungeoneer. Okay. Let's find Atraxa. Nexus of Becoming. Nexus would be nice here. Okay. Let's see what we draw. A little bit of action. I mean, the Seasoned Dungeoneer is going to make this fast. Incredible. All right. Play a land. Pass the turn, or play Relic rather. So now next turn, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can cast anything in my deck except Portal. Even Woodfall Primus, because I can get triple green. Most of them don't do that much, but we'll see. Yeah. Revealed Brainstorm. So I was blue-white passing to blue-white, so that at least is good. But this isn't going great. Oh, hello, Jules. Hello, Jewel Dog. Let's charge this thing. Let's see. All right, well, here comes the Mox. Yeah, maybe I actually should cut a land. I did end up maybe a little bit too heavy on mana. Okay. What are we picking up with that Stoneforge Mystic here? Could be Cauldra. Could be like pre-war Formalware. Glimmerlens. Yeah, it's Glimmerlens. Okay, I'm just going to charge the Relic. Ship the turn. What am I hoping to draw here? Like a Pentad Prism? All right. We're dead. Okay, yeah, I guess I really am playing too many lands. Why is this so big again? It's really something. I don't want the Inquisitions and Duresses, but I think I do want... Maybe I'll just put a Jace Wielder of Mysteries in, and then just take out a Plains. All right. I'm in for that. Let's see how this goes. Okay, on the play here. Keep this hand. This hand isn't as explosive as the last hand, but it at least does have the portal in it. So if I draw Academy or like Relic of Sauron or Nexus of Becoming, I have, you know, the ability to portal them. Because Coalition Relic already gets you to 6 here. It's a pretty good card. And then I've got Memory Lapse up on 2, if that's something. An island. I don't know that I've drawn an on-land so far. I think I was playing one too many lands, but still, that doesn't really... Had I had one, maybe even 2 lands last game, it still would have been kind of a mess. Glimmerlands, all right. I'm okay with that, because it doesn't really do too much here by itself, and I'm just going to save the Memory Lapse. Lapse something this turn so the Glimmerlands doesn't get a friend, and then next turn play Coalition Relic, because it's not like I have a 6 to ramp into anyway. Okay, so they don't have... This is just a Rebel, right? So could still have Seasoned Dungeoneer here. Unfortunately, Memory Lapse when you're not doing anything is a little less enticing. Oh, no plays, huh? Okay. Land. Let's just chill here. Mystical Tutor could get through the breach, but the problem is I don't have a creature. So I can also get Fractured Identity with this Mystical Tutor if I want. Is this Occult Epiphany? All right, I'll Memory Lapse that. And I mean, if I draw a Trox or a Woodfall Primus, I guess I'll be pretty happy. Tutoring for Fractured Identity doesn't really seem worth it right now. And let's see what... Though, if this is a Seasoned Dungeoneer, Fractured Identity on Seasoned Dungeoneer actually would be really nice. So definitely keep that in mind. Is there anything else I can tutor for that's of any value here? No, it's mostly breach and fractured identity, I think. Small outs to tutoring for preordain or memory lapse and some like weirder spots. Oh, is this main phase occult epiphany? All right. I guess I can't stop that. I could mystical tutor for preordained. I don't really want to though, because first of all, I could just draw one of my creatures this turn, and that would be kind of nice. And then the other thing is, it's just such a weak play. I think at some point, mysticaling for a fractured identity could be pretty good. They discarded 4 types worth of stuff. Best I can do is a bunch of dorky things. All right, pass the turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So if I draw a land, I could cast Portal. The problem is casting Portal is a lot less impressive against this Board of All Spirits. Though Portal does let me then put Metamorph into play and copy Portal. So that at least is pretty nice. Okay, so I take it. I go to 10. Any counter magic, I'm obviously just dead. Narset. Okay. And see what we can find here. I'm going to tap Coalition Relic or charge Coalition Relic. Hit Brainstorm, sure. Academy would be nice. Any land that's not tapped. All right, well, it's not like I was really like Plains was the card I really wanted to draw, but you know, getting to cast Portal here is at least something. I kind of feel like this isn't gonna. I'll set an upkeep stop in case I want to tutor for Fractured. I kind of feel like this isn't gonna do that much, but I get to eat 3 spirits, take 3 down to 6. I guess they can put me to 2 with Celestial Colonnade. Celestial Colonnade is so good. It just ends lots of games. And then next turn put in Metamorph and hope to draw like a Troxa or something. Oh, I'm just dead now. They just have to activate the Colonnade and I just lose. Wow, my deck did not put up any sort of fight. Like, my opponent didn't do anything particularly special. They just, you know, played cards that did something, and I didn't do anything. Oh, well, they did miss an onboard kill, so I guess I have slightly more of a chance, though still obviously not a very big one. Okay. Touch the Spirit Realm on the portal. Sure. That is fine, I guess. It's not like I was winning anyway. I'm just going to hope to try Dual Blades. My draws in this game have also been like, oh, there's a Narset in play. It doesn't even work. All right. Okay, playing against the dog here. Sandy's on like Grixis Wheels Reanimator. I'm going to keep this hand. If I don't get disrupted, I'm going to have turn 1, 2 different counters up. And hope what I really don't want to see is turn 1 Tameo. Nice. That beats this hand kind of single-handedly, so that's cool. Let's play the Gleemox. Let's pass the turn. And all right. So I guess I'm hoping to draw Oust or Path here would both be pretty good. Wishclaw Talisman. I guess I'll memory lapse that because I think No More Lies will be good eventually here to get rid of something on a more permanent basis. Draw non-land challenge 2025, huh? Pass the turn. I don't really want to No More Lies the Wishclaw, but I guess I could. Yeah, I kind of feel like I should. Just at some point it's going to tutor for something I have to counter, and using the opportunity to counter it now is pretty good. Maybe I should have just No More Lies it the first time, but all right. And to pass the turn here, I guess I have Fractured up next turn, or next turn I could draw Woodfall Primus or a Troxa and get a little breach going. Can't wait to draw Portal next turn. Ooh, Urborg, and now my Gemstone Mine is free rolling. Okay. Sandy Lots of action here. Crack a clue. Who's going to flip this Tameo? That would be kind of interesting. I guess I would probably just fracture identity it, because then I can get back. Or no, I guess it comes in. I think it comes in as a. Actually, you know what? I honestly don't know. I do portal. That's cool. I'm going to do this either way, but let's see. I think it comes in as just a creature, but I definitely could be wrong here. Oh, I was. All right, well, now I get to +2 it, and now I can get back Fractured Identity or a counterspell. That's something. Now I can draw Nexus and put a portal into play. Psychic Frog. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get back Fractured Identity and oh, never mind. I'm not going to do any of that. Psychic Frog, discard Archon. Corpse Dance the Archon. Discard Gemstone Mine, and I guess discard Portal. I hope to through the Breach Atroxa. Path to Exile. Okay, let's just path the frog here. I'm getting demolished on every front. More cards, life, mana, just everything. Hoping to, I guess, draw Atroxa. I mean, through the Breach Atroxa, I don't know, Woodfall's not even really going to be that great here, but through the Breach Atroxa, I could get something going. I would get to draw a bunch of cards. Sandy. I'm definitely siding in the black here. Kite Sail Freebooter. Yeah. Because putting in Inquisition and Thoughtseize does seem pretty good. Well, Nexus is actually a pretty good card. So if I can draw a land here, then I can play Nexus. And if I Nexus and then spike some good hits in a row, it feels like we're making some forward progress. Obviously, Sandy has 6 cards in hand, so the odds of that really working out are not very good. Grief. Yeah, I drew a really good card to Grief. I've got an 8 here. Let's see what I draw. Brazen Borrower. Okay. Pass the turn. It's kind of funny. I think what I do here is I don't even bounce the Grief. I just cast Brazen Borrower to block the Kite Sail Freebooter. Because if I bounce the Grief, then he could just cast the Grief again. Is he going to kill it? Because I was going to block the Kite Sail Freebooter, and then if I drew a Troxa, I'd have Through the Breach in hand, and I could at least do that and try to get back into it, but no, this looks like a Fire Covenant. I was going to say K-Command would be sick, but okay, so I want Thoughtseize, I want Inquisition. Jesus Christ, I do not need these cards to be this big. It's funny because Tameo actually stops Archon, and Grief and stuff, but I don't think I'm supposed to bring in Tameo. Take out a Plains, take out an island, take out a mountain. I only have the 1 red card. I'm gonna play 1 fewer land, put in 2 swamps. So I have 3, 4, plus his Urborg. Yeah, this should be enough. This mountain is really, really nice. How do I make that go away? Anyways, and I guess I could cut Ouster Path. They both seem actually kind of good. Brazen Borrower actually doesn't seem that good. Okay. Well, bouncing a reanimated thing is, I think, worse than oustering or pathing it. Really, this mountain is just going to chill here? All right, I'll keep this hand. I mean, I think this hand's a keeper. Like, Aether Spellbomb is kind of nice in general against Reanimator. This gigantic mountain is really something. It's impressive. Is there a way to shrink that by looking at the mountain itself? No, it's just, all right. Challenge level giant mountain, I guess. And next turn I get to go. I was going to Tamio again. Yeah, this is just not my day here. Okay, Urza. There we go. That's a good card. Oh my god, this mountain is going to drive me crazy. And pass the turn. Let's see. Oh, it went away, finally. Okay. I really hope that I don't get griefed this turn, because getting Urza into play would be extremely nice, especially with a Ether Spellbomb up to protect it. Okay, Scrapwork Mutt, discarding Archon. I don't like that. I could play Pentad Prism, but I think I'll just play the Urza. And maybe I just play Prism for 1. Because I can still tap it for mana, so having it in play is kind of nice. All right, so if Sandy Corpse Dances here, I guess I Ether Spellbomb the Archon. I don't think I have much of a choice. Discard a land, sack the construct, and then start spinning Urza and hope to hit some good stuff. Looks like that's what is about to happen. And I'm just hoping Sandy doesn't have like a second animate. Oh no, that is not what's about to happen. Okay. Okay, well I drew Urza. World Spine Worm. It's funny, he actually hit the creature on the surveil, though it wasn't actually like relevant. All right. Take Tamio hit of sorts, draw. Let's spin Urza here. And I'll probably play Talisman at some point, but I don't want to play a land first in case I hit Academy. Academy would still be a pretty nice hit. Gleemox. All right. Land. Talisman, because I can't quite play spin again, but I can hit for 6 here. I don't think I want to hit with Urza. Sandy with the chump. Perhaps to set up Unearthing, but Sandy already has Archon in the graveyard, so it's not like another discard is going to be that useful, I don't think. Okay, next turn I can spin twice, so if Sandy doesn't have a way to answer Urza, like, it's going to take over the game really quickly. Tamio, not so much. And I'm preserving this Ether Spellbomb at all costs here. Let's see what the follow-up is. If it's Kraken Clues, I like my spot. Faithless Looting. All right, that is going to flip Tamio. Sandy's had a lot of opportunities to discard cards here, so again, I don't really know what else this is getting you. Corpse Dance is notably off now, at least for now, because it would get Scrapwork Mutt, though of course you can unearth Scrapwork Mutt to kind of get around that. It is kind of nice that that's a thing, though. The Construct is also going to kill this Tamio in a second here, unless Sandy has some moves. But Sandy also has a lot of cards in hand, so I imagine he's got something going on. Kite Sail Freebooter. Okay, so that's just going to chump the Construct. All right. That's acceptable. Or 5. Spin. Any action? Any good action? Mystical Tutor. This shuffles first, right? So I could play. This is tricky because I am going to end up Mystical Tutoring probably for Fractured Identity here, but the question is, do I spin the Urza? I don't care about Tamio surviving, right? So Tamio getting back Faithless Looting, I live with that. I don't want to use Ether Spellbomb to block Freebooter for that. The problem is if I spin Urza, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use up a Pentad token because I want to spin Urza here, and if I hit Tolarian Academy, I want to be able to play it. It's just so important to be able to do so. So I could have played a land first, but I don't think that I was supposed to. So let's see what this Urza spin hits. Through the breach, sure. Play a land. Attack Tamio. Block with Freebooter. And Mystical Tutor. At some point, Urza is going to need to hit, I think. But I could also get Preordained, but I think Fracture Identity is just a pretty nice card to have floating around. I can currently cast Atraxa. I have white, black, green, blue, and red for that matter. So I could cast Atraxa. I cannot cast Woodfall Primus. I'm 1 green short, funnily enough. All right, what's Sandy up to here? If it's Cracking Clues, I'm liking my shot. But he does still get to use Faithless Looting here pretty easily. I think it's important to have Ether Spellbomb up, because if Sandy casts like a targeted removal spell in Urza, it's like the only thing I got going, so I'd want to get that. If he animates Archon, it's not that bad. Okay, so he's gonna start by firing off Faithless Looting. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. A lot of cards in hand. Okay, come on, Sandy. Ooh, Triplicate Titan Mountain. He knows I have Fracture Identity coming. So he's going to not want to put anything too great into play. Psychic Frog, huh? And Wishclaw. Okay, let's just draw Fracture Identity. I guess I'll spin Urza. I think it makes sense to start by doing that. Oh, there we go. Relic of Sauron. That's like the first big hit we've gotten. I like that. So now, do I want to Fracture Identity the Wishclaw, the Psychic Frog? So if I get Wishclaw, I don't have like an upheaval, but some point I could Wishclaw for something big. I kind of want to use this Fracture Identity. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Mind Stone. Fracture Identity the Psychic Frog. And attack Tamio for 1, Sandy for 8. And yeah, he can maybe reanimate an Archon, but that wouldn't necessarily get the job done here, since I have many moves. Also, if he uses Wishclaw, then maybe I get the access to Wishclaw, and Relic of Sauron means I've got some ways to draw cards even if Urza dies. So, feeling okay about this. Alright, here goes Wishclaw. I mean, I have the the Oracle, the Jace, the Brain Freeze, and the LED, so though there was a breach in the draft, it got hated. I guess people don't like to pass that combo. Makes sense. So what I'm saying is, I don't think Sandy's going to like one-shot me here, especially with an Ether Spellbomb in play, but obviously if you're tutoring for Wishclaw, you got some plans. Persist. Okay. Sack Psychic Frog. I think the Frog is by far the worst of these. And Sandy passes the turn. I don't need to Ether Spellbomb end of turn, because the Ether Spellbomb taps for mana, so I don't even really get anything out of that. Alright, let's start. Spitting Urza. Any action? Any good action? Let's continue by spinning Urza. I think, because I could Wishclaw, but I don't think I need to do that here. Though, actually, hold on. So if I Wish Claw, no. I mean, it's at 9, he's at 10. I mean, I have the Ether Spellbomb to bounce the Archon, so let's see if I can hit Academy here. Or just, you know, Atraxa, Woodfall Primus, Portal. Oh, Nexus is nice. All right, let's play Nexus. 1, 2. Let's go to combat and see how Nexus, if Nexus does anything here. No. Attack for 10 here. And I think I am going to spin Urza one more time. Because what I can do is I can tap the Nexus for mana. And if I hit Academy here, then I'll play it. If I hit a spell, obviously that's good too. And then I can play Gemstone Mine and have Ether Spellbomb mana up. Oh, I hit Atraxa. All right. I like that. Maybe I can find Academy off of this Atraxa. I mean, 50-50 chance, right? Artifact, land, instant, sorcery. So, instant, I guess, Memory Lapse. Artifact, I guess, Chromatic Star. I don't think I need Candelabra here. Sorcery, I think I just take Oust. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to cast Thoughtseize here. And I guess I'll take a Swamp. And I can play Gemstone Mine. And I'll oust the Archon here. It's not even game over if the Archon attacks me. But obviously I would prefer that not be the case. I mean, if Sandy has Corpse Dance, this does set up the Archon attacking me. But then I can lose Urza and Construct and block with Atraxa. And I just have 20 million mana next turn. And I have Wish Claw as well. So, because what Sandy can do here is flashback, Faithless Looting, discard Archon. Yeah, maybe leaving up Ether Spellbomb was better because I can, beginning of combat, bounce the Archon. Oh, okay. Well, that wouldn't have worked. Wow, it's going to kill all my creatures. I assume he's got Corpse Dance here. I think I might actually still be okay, but obviously it's not ideal. I was really hoping to draw Academy off that Atraxa. At least it's in the next, because I haven't shuffled, so I guess it's in the next 5 cards. Oh, maybe he doesn't have Corpse Dance? Could that be the case? No. Sandy not having the Corpse Dance? Oh, he does not. Okay. Okay, is it going to be a Shallow Grave instead? Oh, Infernal Grasp. All right, that's all fine. I have Wish Claw here. I have Nexus. I now have Portal. Academy is so close to the top here. Let's just go to draw off Nexus. Yeah, I'll put Chromatic Star into play as a 3/3. I'll draw with Mindstone. Okay, Preordain. Oh yeah, Infiltrator Academy. Okay, so top, play Academy, cast Portal, and then just pass the turn here. Didn't have to use Wish Claw. I can Portal back Archon now, or Atraxa, whatever I want. And I've got a Memory Lapse to protect it and a Path to Exile, so it feels like we're in pretty good shape. Triple black here. Corpse Dance. Let's Memory Lapse the Corpse Dance. Because then I get Archon back, unless Sandy has a way to draw a card and cast Corpse Dance. Doesn't have enough mana to do that, probably? All right. Oof. Got a game, finally. I don't think I want Bone Shards. The way that game went, Brain Freeze would be good, but I don't think I actually want that. Okay. Let's do it. All right, I'm on the draw here. Yeah, I'm going to run this. I've got a memory lapse. Maybe Sandy won't have a turn 1 Tameo for the first time. And if I draw a black source, I've got a Thoughtseize. And if I draw any mana, I've got Scott-Vargas Infiltrator. Any Gleemoxes? This would be a good time for that, I'll tell you that much. Oh, Rafine's Tower, also pretty nice. All right. So Sandy chose not to mill the card. So, Faithless Looting, uh-oh. Are we getting turn 2 reanimated, or Sandy just... No, discarding Triplicate Titan. Okay. It's just setting up for it. Coalition Relic. I kind of think I just do this and pass. I have Memory Lapse up, and then I can go... Next turn, I can go Coalition Relic into Thoughtseize. Coalition Relic also is pretty nice with Scott-Vargas Infiltrator here. And honestly, Sandy animating Triplicate Titan is just not even that good with Path to Exile here. Land. Let's just Thoughtseize here, and then I can make some decisions based on that. Like, how much is it? Do I need to keep Memory Lapse up? What should I be expecting? Entomb, Corpse Dance, Fatal Push, Fire Covenant. I don't care about Fatal Push or Fire Covenant. I think I'm just going to take the Corpse Dance. And the reason I want to take Corpse Dance is, and I think I'm going to play the Talisman as well. Sandy has Faithless Looting as well, so he's got multiple ways to get creatures into the graveyard, and even has Triplicate Titan there. He can Entomb Archon, unless he draws, you know, a Reanimate spell right away. I kind of have things in a reasonable spot here. I hope this is flashback Faithless Looting. That would be nice. Yes, it is. All right. So Fatal Push most likely getting discarded, and Island, obviously if Sandy drew Archon, he'll discard that. But it didn't seem like Sandy was super long on Reanimates, so he discards Scrapwork, Mutt, and Fire Covenant. Okay. So it felt like getting rid of the Corpse Dance was the better way to go about things. Fracture Identity, not too bad. Let's go Coalition Relic. I want to give myself one more turn to try to draw an out to cast a bigger Scott-Vargas Infiltrator, like an Academy or something. Entomb. You got it. It's got 3 cards in hand. Fatal Push, Island, Unknown. Archon has hit the bin. But I have some good answers. I mean, if Sandy animates an Archon this turn, I might just discard like Crackfire Elliot to draw a card, and then discard, and then just Fracture Identity it. Wishclaw Talisman, okay. I'm okay with that. I kind of feel like I got things covered here. I mean, could be wrong, but let's charge. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I want to actually cast the Atroxa. I think I'll cast this with Squad 2 replicated once. I'm just going to take a damage here because I might want to keep Path up. All right. Draw. Any lands? Yeah, that is a land. I'm not going to play the Pentad Prism here because I think there's a chance that I'm going to need to cast Memory Lapse this turn. And if that's the case, I really don't want to be burning through the Prism and tapping Gemstone Mine. I can just play Atroxa next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I play Atroxa with 1 land untapped, or Coalition Relic untapped, it'll find me a land, so I'll be able to keep Memory Lapse up as well. It's not even clear I need Memory Lapse given the situation. The other thing that Pentad Prism does that's nice is if Archon gets reanimated, it lets me, fade Archon getting reanimated for a turn. Just discard the Prism and then use the Fracture Identity. Okay, cycled through a mountain with Scrapwork Mutt. I'm going to take it here. Okay, Mutt's down. Let's charge Relic. Draw. Mystical Tutor. Well, not super needed here. Atroxa. Man, what if Sandy has a counter here? Seems like that would be pretty bad. Didn't really see any counter magic though. I think I can go for it. Let's leave Coalition Relic up, I guess. All right, it worked out. I get Gleemox, Urza, Preordain, Plains. Yeah, that looks good to me. Land, Gleemox, and pass the turn. Well, I'm going to attack with the Infiltrators, but so now I have Path and Lapse up. No reason to not keep those up. All right, yeah, going for Atroxa worked out. It could have gone badly, but it didn't seem like it was going to. And now Sandy can tutor, and it doesn't even matter. All right, 1 and 1. All right, time for round 3. I would in fact like to play first. This is game 1 before I side out an extra land. I still will keep this. I actually don't think I'm going to play the Rafine's Tower on turn 1, which is kind of funny. Because I'm just going to go land, Gleemox, Chromatic Star, and then turn 2 just cycle Rafine's Tower. That's going to be my amazing plan. Island, Chromatic Star. Pass the turn. And let's see. Okay, I like that a lot. So let's play a land and pass. I think I still cycle Rafine's Tower. I don't really see a reason not to. Playing with red or white here. It's got a turn 2 Rabble Master. No, I think here I'm just gonna petty theft the Rabble Master. I changed my mind. And then I'm going to play Urza and go from there. All right. So can't quite play the Brazen Borrower this turn, but I'll get to spin Urza next turn. That'll be pretty nice. Nexus of Becoming would be a really nice draw here. I hope this isn't a Flame Tongue Kavu or a Flame Slash. Okay. I guess it is. Well, Rabble Master's not so bad given that I've got a construct. It's going to eat the goblin here. All right. Any action? Any action. Let's play a land. I think we passed the turn here. Even with an Ancient Tomb in play, it doesn't really make sense to start trading hits or whatever. And then now they're casting Mother of Runes. I think that's okay. The one card it turns off is Fractured Identity. Robber of the Rich. I guess that's okay too. But Mother of Runes doesn't help against the Construct token. So I think what I'm going to do is block here. It has Reach. The Robber does. But I'm still just going to cast Brazen Borrower. And draw here. Let's see. A little something? No, I can never get a little something. Let's attack with the Brazen Borrower. Since, why not? I'm happy to trade. And I think I'll just cycle this now. Okay, well, at least I drew a play, and now it makes my construct a 4/4. We're not that far from the construct coming in, but I guess the Mother of Runes on the Robber now stops the Brazen Borrower. Parallax Wave. Well, I'll Memory Lapse that. And hope to draw No More Lies or bust, really. There's not a whole lot that's gonna beat a Parallax Wave in this position. So next turn, I guess the one thing about the Parallax Wave is that it's not gonna. I only have 2 creatures. They don't maybe have that much coming in. Mystical Tutor. Oh, so I can Fracture Identity the Parallax Wave next turn. Okay, in that case, What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Because I could attack with the construct. No real reason to attack with Brazen Borrower because of the robber block. So I think what I'm going to do, since I know this is going to get parallax waved next turn, I'm going to attack with the construct. See what opponent does. Probably just takes it. And then I'll crack star. Add a blue because the construct's going away anyway. I don't need to keep it large. Okay. That's interesting. I guess I pass the turn. I could also mystical for No More Lies and then Fracture Identity at popping Spellbomb, but I don't think that that's very good. So let's just let this happen. Yeah, Borrower gets waved. I'm going to take some damage here. So I guess the robber is going to trigger here, but I'm going to mystical in response. So that way the robber doesn't exile my top card. And then honestly, I think it's just preordain. And I'm going to take, what, 6 damage? Yeah, I guess so. Go to 14, draw preordain, kill the parallax wave, I believe is the plan. I guess I should preordain first. I think I might end up using a gemstone mine counter, but I think that's all right. I don't think Portal is going to do much for me here because I don't have my academy. I'll do the land. Well, let's attack with the construct. It's not going to actually work, but it's possible they don't parallax wave here. Okay. And then fracture the parallax wave because I can't, with the Mother Runes in play, I can't fracture anything else, and it wouldn't even work against parallax wave. So there's nothing you can do with this parallax wave at this point that's relevant. Okay, so the Urza dying was unfortunate. I could use could use a Nexus. Honestly, Atroxa is actually not that far from castable, but I am critically missing a color. So beginning of combat, parallax wave the Rabble Master. Oh, I should have parallax. I'm just not. I should have clearly parallax waved the Mother Runes first, and then parallax wave whatever got targeted by it. But we'll see. Yeah, that was just the wrong order to do things. All right. Well, Rabble Master down. I'm gonna take 3, I guess. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll go to 11. Really need my opponent not to have another big play here. Okay, no action. Let's draw. This goes to 2. I'm going to draw a card here. I just need to find something. No. The sick part is, even if my deck was like 1 land lighter, I think I still would end up kind of in a similar spot. All right, I'll get the Mother Runes now. But the extra counter on the parallax wave could be the difference between winning and losing here. Most definitely. Attack me for 3. All right, I got an 8. I mean, we'll see. If they keep bricking, all right. Parallax wave goes to 0 counters. Let's draw. Attack down to 3. Yeah, if I had an extra counter on parallax wave, I could parallax wave the robber. But it's also not 100% clear to me that my opponent knows robber has reached. It's kind of, you know, hidden text. Oh, they do. Okay, so now I need to find an answer. Portal would be really nice here, though I guess it's on the bottom of my deck. Okay. What you got? What you got? Oh, sure. I mean, they left the robber back, but I'll attack. So, yeah, I mean, that was me. I should have basically the parallax wave mistake with Mother of Runes means I could have had one more turn here. I mean, I guess this isn't actually lethal. Unless they attack with Mother of Runes, which I guess they will. Sicarian Infiltrator would have been such a nice draw. Oh, okay. All right, I go to 1. Not sure what I'm hoping to draw here, but we've got outs. We've got outs? No, we don't have outs. Okay, Ghostfire Slice, and I was drawing another Talisman. Incredible. Even if you think the deck is 1 or 2 lands above, it's still not going great in terms of drawing there. I do like Haywire Might, and I'll put in Razor Verge Thicket. Take out Mountain. Take out Plains. All right, I think that's where we're at here. Let's see how this goes. I have yet to see the card Tolarian Academy do anything. Like, I have yet to draw. I've yet to draw Tolarian Academy and have it like tap for mana, basically, which is kind of a bummer because I first picked the Academy in pack 3, and like this draw, for example. If I draw Tolarian Academy, this hand is actually going to be awesome. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put the portal back. There's some argument for putting back the a Plains there, but if I draw Academy, I'm going to be pretty happy no matter what. And if I don't draw Academy, portal is just so dead. Okay. All right. Okay, come on, Tolarian Academy. Tolarian Academy waiting room. Because if I draw Academy, I'll have 5, 4, 7 mana, and I'll be able to cast Infiltrator, make 3 copies, and then the next turn, or we'll make 2 copies, and then the next turn I'll have like 12 mana. More than that, actually, I think, right? 6, 11, 13, 14 mana, something like that. If I don't draw Academy, then, well, it's a little bit sadder. Stomp the Haywire Might. You got it. What if I could give you an island instead? Okay. I guess I'll wait a turn on the Sicarian Infiltrator here, I think. Because if I do that, I get to draw an additional card. And it gives me one more turn to maybe draw Tolarian Academy here. Obviously, if they attack with Mother of Runes, that's a different story. But they didn't attack last turn, so presumably they're not attacking this turn. Okay. I am just disappointed that at the end of this entire draft, Tolarian Academy never tapped for a relevant amount of mana. I think I might have drawn it like 1 time. I don't even know if that's true. And I don't know. I drafted Academy because I wanted to play Academy and use it, but that has yet to occur. Let's see. Lauren of the Third Path. Okay. Kill my Candelabra. Sure. Cast with Squad 2. Draw. All right, we got outs to do something here. All right, let's play Relic of Sauron here, and I've got Memory Lapse up, and I've got some chump blockers. And Through the Breach means if I draw Atroxa or Woodfall Primus, now we're kind of cooking. I get to Memory Lapse a spell here. I get to crack a Mind Stone at some point. We're not completely out of it yet. I don't love the spot, but we're not out of it yet. I think I'm going to cash in a Sicarian Infiltrator on this Bone Crusher Giant. Get Will the Getting's good. And then Memory Lapse, whatever this is, most likely. Oh, well. Cycling Ralgren Triumph is not the worst thing in the world. All right. Just draw here. Do I sack Mind Stone? Yeah, I guess I'll sack it and hope to draw anything. I'm going to draw here. Okay, there's Academy. Land. Play an Academy that taps for 1 mana. Oh no, it taps for 2. Oh, Scott-Vargas Infiltrator. Even better. I don't think I need to play Spellbomb right now. I just want to have Mind Stone or Memory Lapse up. And I'm going to take the damage this turn. Now that I have Academy, Scott-Vargas Infiltrator taps for mana here. Elite Spellbinder. Let's just Memory Lapse that. They don't seem like they're really long on action, so I feel like keeping a creature off the board is probably good. Don't care that much about getting Spellbinder. Oh. So they cycled Triome instead of playing one of those last turn, or probably cycled into one, then drew one for their turn, which means that the 2 cards in hand are probably not that good, though could be okay. It could be like removal or something. So I guess I take 10 here. If they just put the counter on the giant and give it pro blue. And then I can block and trade for Tolarian. Yeah, that seems like the play. Alright, because it's not like I can block that effectively anyway. Alright, any Woodfall Primuses? Any Atroxes? Let's see, let's go Ether Spellbomb. Cycle Rafine's Tower. Okay, I guess I actually need a Atroxa, but I mean I can bounce the Mother of Runes. They're drawing Elite Spellbinder. 6. Yeah, I guess bounce Mother of Runes and then cast Through the Breach. I'm not loving it, but I think this is the play. I think I'll destroy your planes. Attack, destroy your planes. Drawing Elite Spellbinder. Mother of Runes in hand, can't play both. And then next turn, 5, 6, 7. I do have enough to cast Portal, but I guess it's still at the bottom because I haven't shuffled. I'll block the Death Greeter and go to 1, I guess, because it keeps the Woodfall Primus around. I just seem dead. Yeah, all right. Pretty demoralizing 1 and 2. I just wanted to draw Academy in my opening hand with some artifacts. That really was, I'm a simple man. I just wanted to tap Academy for mana. Maybe untap it with Candelabra. I could have won game 1, I think. I mean, it's possible they had the Ghostfire Blade, but it's possible they just drew it that turn. And had they drawn it that turn, my screw up on the Parallax Wave did cost me. So I'm not even complaining I got unlucky, really. It's just, I feel like I've just haven't had a good Academy game in a really long time. So it would be nice to do that. In any case, I appreciate you hanging out with me while I try to make Tolarian Academy work. It didn't this time. The draft didn't go as planned, but so it goes. Mac also had half a good Blue-White Artifacts deck. So if either of us were drafting any other deck, we'd both have good decks. But that's the risk sometimes. Alrighty, that'll do it for today. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.